Hello, everybody. Hope you can see me and hear me. We were having some technical difficulties, just for a change on a Friday night, but we're here now. I've rebooted the computer, we've fed the hamster, the wheel is turning. Not everything's working properly, so let me know if you can hear me or see me, but I can't see chat, so I'll just have to assume someone is there. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to plough on as if I do. This is quite the the funny thing about this is this week's stream is all about how I've been on YouTube for 10 years and how I can pass on all my knowledge and experience of how to be a professional and do streaming and stuff. And I started by going, duh, what buttons this do? Whoa. So, right, why won't the chat work? Why won't the chat work? Let me see if I can find the chat. Pop out chat. Right, somebody chat and say something, and maybe it'll come up on my stream. Otherwise, I can see the chat now, so that's good. It's just not popping up in the right place, so I can't share it on screen like what professionals do. No, that's not working. Uh-oh. Docs menu on the bar. Okay. Docs menu. Let's do that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's worked. It says it has, but it hasn't. Never mind. Welcome, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're well. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I've rebooted everything, so I went as far as I created a document with PowerPoints and bullet points, not PowerPoints. There's nothing powerful about these points. I created a document with bullet points to cover topics I wanted to talk about. And then the internet went down, and then it told me I needed to do an update, and so we'll have a beer instead. Ooh, I'm all fuzzy. Starting off with Lidl's favourite, we have 71 Luminous Nights. One that's been fizziest. What have we got for you tonight? We have some irreverent chat as always. We have two quizzes. We have the final of the September quiz. In fact, let's open that document because I'm sure I'll be able to find that one. Where someone will become a winner. Where is it? September quiz. There we go. Is this going to work, do we think? Yeah, sort of. So that's the scores on the doors as they stand. We have Tash in first place, closely followed by False Inspector, Juggler in third. Who'd have thunk it? Bottom McBotty, Stevie P, Brian in sixth. I don't know why I always say that as if I'm so surprised. Brian in sixth, Zenny McGinger in seventh, Shadow 8, JT Keeping Fish in ninth, and Rebecca Laurie Carriday in 10th. Pint of foam, anyone? Got a flake for it? So, we have the quiz. It's a mixture of easy and hard questions tonight, that's all I'm going to say. And we will determine who the winner of the Aquarium Adventures Towel will be. Side note, fully aware that I haven't sent out last month's prizes yet, but well, I'll get on it. I've been ill on things. Things have happened. I've also done a little bit of work, so my hands are a little bit better. I went without brace today, but I put it back on again because it started louping. So I'm hopeful that I can get a bit more done. I've got both the new tanks. You can just see me there above me. They're all full and ready to go. And I've been deliberating with Scott over a fish order that I'm going to put in this weekend. So new fish should arrive next week. With my plan being, I say plan very loosely, in the very loosest of senses of word, because I have desires my bank account cannot fulfill. Let's put it that way. Um, I want to get lots of fish. So we talked last week about what my original plan was to go back to basics, go back to discus. I know that's not basics as such, but get into discus, buy a bunch of small discus, and go through documenting the whole journey, the whole adventure, the whole aquarium adventure of growing really small fish up, seeing if I can get the best out of them, ultimately try and breed them, look through various stages through their life, what they eat, what they go well with, all that kind of thing. And that's still the plan, so I'm still doing that. But at the same time, I'm like, right, okay, so I'll get that. I mean, if I'm going to put an order in, I may as well get... Oh, I do like a white cloud mountain minnow. I may as well get 50 of them to make that tank a bit bigger. And, oh, they've got Kilberry peacock bass there. Oh, I could get a few of them as well for mega tank. Oh, they've got these. Oh, they've got... So, I think I'm currently, after tax and deliveries and stuff, I'm up to about 500 quid, which I cannot afford. So this will be the first of many... I was about to say begging. I'm not begging, but if you are in the market for some fish food or some plants and you live in the UK, just saying, I do have a website. It's not up there. That's my email address. Well, you could email me some money. But if you wanted some plants, we've got fairly well stocked at the moment. If you want some food, I am doing a bit of an offer at the moment, so there is a 15% discount if you use the code. What's the code? There is a code. I don't know what it is. Someone will tell me. I think it might be SEP15 off. Someone can confirm that, because on my Discord server last night, I think people were we were chatty McChatty, and I woke up to about 500 messages, so I can't scroll back through Discord to see what the code was, and I can't log into the website because that's not working either. But yes, that hasn't worked. So if you fancy any of that stuff, head over to aquariumadventures.co.uk, check out the shop, buy some food, buy some plants, become a member, super chats. We're starting the GoFundMe. It's not a GoFundMe. I'm not doing the King of DIY thing, but I really want to buy lots of cool fish for my own enjoyment. I will make videos and share them with you. You can contribute to that by watching some videos and clicking on like and subscribe and all those good things, or buying some stuff so I get some extra money so as I can pay for these bloody things. There we go. Brian has said it is SEP15 off. Is it SEP15 off? I thought I'm not showing you that comment because the comment thing isn't working. This is going to be annoying. The majority of my stream is me clicking on comments so they come up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, fine. Not going to work. Why are you not working? Tell me why you're not working. Why are you no worky? Nothing worky properly. Fair enough. So yes, if we have any questions or queries. And what's this doing now? Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, I'm having a mare. I'll try and read some of these comments, sorry, now that I've found them all. The first one I can see is Lisa saying, "Holy shit balls, 10 years, fair play." It is fair play. Good things come to those who wait, so if you think one of the secrets to success is just hang around long enough. If you hang around longer than everyone else, you might get somewhere. That's all I can say. I was looking back at some of my stats and things to see, like the first videos released and how they were done, and God, it's embarrassing, but it's I speak to a few people every now and again. Someone will reach out to me and say, "Oh, I've watched your videos for ages." And you're like, "Have you? I've never heard your name before." But I'm starting my own channel. How can you give me some advice? And I almost always, I can't think of a time I haven't, will get back to them, reply, talk to them. I'm more than happy. It's one of my favourite things to talk about is YouTube, because I think it's fascinating, all the little things that work and don't work, and that can be tried to make a YouTube channel, and what's the point. Sometimes I've gone from everything to this is dead exciting and oh, I'm so artistic and creative, to why am I bothering? Who cares? And every emotion in between over the years. But it's a fun hobby in and of itself. So as much as fish keeping is the hobby, YouTube's a fun hobby as well. So I kind of like it. But the amount of people I've seen come and go over the years who make channels, make loads of videos, some terrible, some really good, but they just all kind of disappear. There's very few that I can think of, or maybe I'm just watching the wrong ones, but there's very few channels I can think of that I've seen hanging around for more than 10 years. I don't think many of the ones who I would have considered peers when I was first getting started and when I was looking at my first 100 subs or 1,000 subs, none of them are still hanging around. There's the obvious outliers like your aquarium co-ops have done significantly better than I have, but have been around about the same amount of time. But yeah, it's just hanging about. And one of the biggest bits of advice I give, there is a point to this. One of the biggest bits of advice I get is often people are saying, well, I'm just trying to get a bank of videos ready, or I'm just working on my presentation skills, or I'm not ready to do a video yet because it's not perfect, or I'm saving up to buy a camera, or whatever it is. There's always an excuse to not make a video. And completely unscientifically, I'd say about 50% of them never do, because you never hear from them again, or they disappear. Because like I say, I've been looking through all my old chats and all my old messages and things like that, and I see all these names and channels and things where you're like, oh, what happened to that person? Never uploaded the video. Or uploaded 3 in 2017, and that was the end of it. Or uploaded 100, and then life gets in the way. So it's much the same as any of my advice to fish keeping is, if you want a fish room, that's great, but don't just make your number one goal to have as many fish tanks as possible, because there will be a day when you get the cold, or you have to go away for work, or circumstances change, or you can't be bothered. You have to plan for the lowest time that everything's manageable. And if you're just churning out video after video after video without trying to take a little bit of time to enjoy it, I think you'll burn out and you won't enjoy it. And that's one of the things I think this helps with. So I wanted to give a big thank you, because you guys have probably helped me stick in, because I enjoy this. I like hanging around on a Friday night. We've done it for 180 times now, almost without missing a beat, just talking shit, nonsense on a Friday evening, hanging about, talking about whatever's on the topic of the day. It helps just give that little bit of normality, camaraderie, community, all these little things that help you feel a little bit better about what you're doing. So as much as I love this as a hobby, as much as I love that as a hobby, I don't think if I hadn't had this little bit as well, I wouldn't still be here probably. So, big thank you for getting me over the line for the 10 years worth. Admittedly, the first 8 of those years, very little happened here, and I was talking to maybe 100 people at most. But this year, especially, it's gone mental. It's been skyrocketing. The stats this year have done really well, and may there be many more. So if you've got any questions about any of those stages of YouTube, I know many of you have your own YouTube channels and you're in various different stages of running those channels. You might be just starting, you might be thinking about starting but haven't started, you might be well underway and just losing a bit of spark, or want some ideas or any queries about any of the technical sides, or you might have way more than me and have advice for me. You might be bringing in hundreds of thousands of views if you're out there, whoever you are. Come and tell me you're good, but I want to know what the next thing is. because I've got loads of ideas about what I could do to make this channel better, but the harsh reality is I haven't got the time, and I can't spare the effort. It has to be family first, so all the demands on time for family, that has to be the number one priority, and then that what leads into that is proper job, because proper job is what allows me to afford my family and do all the things my family want to do. So pay for the house, pay for the bills, pay for the heating, pay for this hobby. As much as it's great that I've skyrocketed in YouTube stats this year, my earnings have not skyrocketed, so I'm still in the same place financially. So YouTube has to be third fiddle, really. Almost fourth fiddle to the hobby, because I have to take care of the fish more than I have to make videos about the fish. So I'm kind of limited in what I can do to... This is a very strange thing to say, but it's like almost saying, oh, I wish I was unemployed. I don't. So that's not what I'm saying. But if I had more time to make more videos and do more things and spend more time on making videos better, that would be great. But I don't. So you're going to have to put up with it. If you like what you see, thank you very much for hanging around. I guess that's what I was trying to say. But yeah, if you do have any of those type of questions, by all means, shout them out. We'll probably miss them because my bloody questions isn't working. Hopefully it's not about how to run a stream, because I obviously can't do that. Yes, as Brian says there. Oh, sorry, I'm reading some of the old chat. Brian saying the IT professional is having issues. I mean, I never said I was professional. I just work in IT. So anyway, I'll try and say hello to someone. We obviously got Brian Hagan. Lisa's in. Aquarium Daily. Nice to see Andrew. He's here. Libo's also here. We also got Mickey Aquarium's in, as is Zen Ginger. Mickey's still in. Freshwater Ichthyology, telling me how late I was, so that was quite a while back. Hans is in from Sweden. Nabo is here. Ross from mild but awfully dark Edinburgh. Winter is coming. It is Baltic out here. Wow Aquatics is here, as is Branton Lightcap, who makes a very good point. If you can't see chat, how can we tell you we can hear and see you? That is a good point. Oh dear, I've got hiccups now. What you do is, as Mandy did, and type in caps and shout, hello! Right, I'm going to scoot down a little bit. Speaking of September being almost over, in 1 month to the day it will be 6 years Graham has been streaming. Wow. I did not even know that. So this is my 180th. Now getting the calculator out to check your maths. Well, I've obviously missed a few streams then, because that would be 3.5 years. So maybe I wasn't doing them weekly at first. But yeah, been doing it. Need to trim my beard as well. Been doing it a while and still don't know what I'm doing. There's the thing. Still no beer hat, says the Great Ocean Disaster. No, not yet. Maybe get that sorted. Mandy has thankfully posted all the Aquarium Adventures links. Yes, so go and buy stuff. That's my main watchword for tonight, is I want to be able to afford all the fish I want to buy. So yeah, this is my 1 week where I never ask for money. I just want you, if you're in the market for any plants, fish food, merch, hats, jumpers, t-shirts, whatever it is, now is the time to buy them, so I can afford to put this order in without getting shouted at by my good lady wife. Sept 15 off is the code. Thank you. Jackson, 6 years ago I was 11. See, respect your elders. All this cheek you give me. I just looked at the date on YouTube. It said that October 27th, 2018 was the first available stream, says Mandy. Maybe some were erased though. Maybe ones where you fell asleep. Really? Yeah, so the regular streams, so the ones that I've been numbering, so this one being 180, they've been weekly. There were a few live streams that I threw in before that, so I probably have been live streaming for maybe 3.5, 4 years, with the odd one being missed as a weekly event. And then before that, so the ones that would be 6 years ago would be the odd live stream that I just threw in. I think, in fact, I could probably check that if I go into my YouTube studio myself and have a look. Studio content live. So I don't know if I can show you this. I don't know if you'll care, more to the point. But that's my live streams. Live resizing just to keep Jack happy. There we go. Oh, hang on, it will be here a while if I do it like that. Is there no skip to the end button? So these are the ones where they weren't really. So this is when Fishy Business started when I got to about 10k, because there's the 10k giveaway one. And that's Fishy Business number 321. But yeah, here's the odd weird ones before that where I've just done. Oh yes, Fishy Business used to be called Fart, because it was fish and related things. So we had 10 of them, and then a couple of just random ones that were thrown in. 27th of October 2018. But the proper regular ones started there, 3rd of October 2020. So kind of 4 years. Shut up, Jack. I can see your comments. You could have sorted by date. Yeah, could have done a lot of things. Could have come down half an hour early and see if my computer would do all its updates in time. In November, I'll be celebrating the 35th anniversary of my 11th birthday. Congratulations, Mandy. Yes, Jack, I can't get it to work. My chat select thing, yet no play ball. And I don't know why, and I think I have to stop the stream and start it again to get it to come back, and that's just a bridge too far. Unless he says, nah, that's the right thing. Just isn't he working? So I know not why it's just not playing ball. And now I've deleted you all. Oh, come on, there we go. Um, do I remember fart or fishy business, says Rebecca. So fart, that was around the time we not met, because we've not met, because that was where I used to do fishy news and stuff, and that was about um, around about the kind of DIY time. Yeah, it would have been. At 11, I had been working for 3 years, says Brian. Oh no, I hadn't been working for my first job. Maybe I was 11, because I remember you had to be 13 and I had to lie and say I was old enough to get my first paper round. The biggest paper round in Glasgow. I'll have 415 papers. Somebody's at the door.
Someone is at the front door.
That's Amazon. I'm just going to assume someone else is going to get that. David says, if our cub plays for your travel and your time, would you like to come and do a talk for our fish club? Preston District Fish Society, you can bring fish and foods and merch for auction. Is that to me or Rebecca? If it's to me, you don't have to pay me. I'll just come. My understanding is nobody really likes to hear me speak. I know I do it once a week here, but it's a lot of nonsense. You don't want to have this. Imagine travelling for this. But my fish club, my local fish club, SFAS, they asked me to come and do a talk, and I did agree, and I still think I will do it. I don't know what to say. I feel like I need to have a subject, and I've kind of got the outline of I've done a thing for my wife's a teacher, and I get a volunteering day from my job. So I did a thing where I went into school and gave a talk to the kids, and it was about general animal husbandry thing. So I did a talk about fish keeping and what the fish keeping hobby can do, and how it can go from very basic simple things like animal husbandry, like maintaining a fish tank and keeping everything clean and doing well with it there, and fish health and all that, to what actually happens in the wild and how the hobby has an impact on all these biodiversities. That's not the word I was going for. Your freshwater life projects and Project Piaba and all that, and how where those impacts are, and the health benefits you can get from being a fish keeper. Blah 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 blah. And it went down really well, and I got asked to do it a few more times. So I was thinking about doing like an extended version of that, into how that morphs into being a YouTuber and presenting fish content on YouTube, and where the pitfalls are. And again, that's something I'm maybe going to talk about a little bit tonight, as the responsibility fishy YouTubers have, and any animal YouTubers have, because especially as you get to be more, not respected is the wrong word there, because you have to earn respect, but just having a big number next to your channel name gives a certain cachet. Like you would do if you were searching how to fix a washing machine. If you looked at a video that had 30 views and a channel that had 10 subscribers, you might go, I'll look at the next one that has 10,000 views and 20,000 subscribers. You go, that's probably going to be a better video. It's nonsense. It's not necessarily going to be a better video, but that's the kind of immediate thing there. So as these fishy channels get bigger and bigger, it goes back to the kind of DIY thing. When they get 1 million subscribers and they become one of the top voices in the hobby, I think you get an extra level of responsibility where you can't dick around as much, because people will be looking for your videos for advice, which is why I'm always saying I'm not an expert, as much as possible, because I know that might be the first time somebody sees my video and they might think, God, this guy knows what he's talking about, I'll follow him. I'm going, no, I'm not. I'm just another idiot that happens to film my idiocy. So I find that quite interesting, that I get a lot more questions in the last few months than I did this time last year, because I have 10 times more subscribers now. but I also get a lot more questions framed in a certain way as if I am some kind of font of knowledge. Where I'm like, I don't. Somebody sent me something the other day about sexing fish. It's like, I've gone to all these places to see if I can get them to help sex my fish. Can you tell me what they are? I thought I'd come straight to the source, and I'm like, the source of what? I can't. How to sex fish? I don't know any more than anyone else. So I think that's quite an interesting balancing act to do between trying to be as entertaining as possible, because that's what this is about, really. The YouTube side is just about doing something that's entertaining. I can't go educational because I don't know enough to be educational, so it's only going to be entertainment. If you happen to learn something by watching one of my videos, the chances are someone's already said it and I've learned it from someone else. But again, that's how the world works, I suppose. But very little original thought comes in here. It's more about, I'll occasionally come up with a twist on something where I think, I could tweak that and make that better, or make it work for me in my specific situation. I've said for a long time, the majority of my videos are I'm just filming what I do. I have a hobby, I do things, and I film it. But more and more when you get seen as... expert's not even the right word, it's just you're more prominent because you have bigger numbers. I think it's interesting the way some people decide to go with that. So that might be some kind of talk that when I get enough time to write this down, that it might be something that I could do. Sorry, I'm waffling again. We'll try and do the quiz at past, and I've just realised it's now 36 minutes past. I'll log in while I do that. Stephen says, I gave the title for Streamy McStreamy about 5 seconds of thought. I probably should have spent a few more seconds. Hey, if it works. Am I on? I'm not on. Presentation view. Let's put that over there. The link to the quiz is there. So we'll do that in a few minutes. Oh, hang on. There we go. All good. Oh, mine has gone away. Sorry, me chat's all over the place. This is what we call technical difficulties. Yes, it is, definitely. Nabokov fan 87, congrats again, Mr. Aquarium Adventures, on all the hard work, dedication, effort, and success. Hard work, dedication, yes, I've stuck at it. Effort, success, yeah, for the amount of effort I put in, this is a lot of success, so I'm happy about it. It's much deserved, and you fill a void in the fish tube hole that is great to see. Thank you very much. Jacks are called Fantastic Thursdays. Very original. Hey, this is called Fishy Business because in fact, that's why I called it Fishy Business. I've just remembered this because it's when I went through. So if you look at the first Fishy Business, or where fart on the internet became Fishy Business, it was because I had applied for my pet shop license, and I was going to start selling fish from my fish room and plants and things like that. Never happened. I had a pet shop license for over a year, maybe even 2 years. For some reason, I think it lasted for 2 years. I can't remember why. We had somebody come in and do health and safety checks, and there was a person who was like, all the questions were related to dogs and cats. And it was like, and how will you check for fleas? I'm like, fleas? Fish tanks? What are you on about? And how you make sure you clean up fur? And I'm like, what fur? So anyway, did that and then never got round to actually doing anything about it, and just kept doing all kinds of other videos. So that's why it's Fishy Business, because it was about kind of what Jack's channel now. So JT Keeping Fish, if you think that sounds like a good idea, go and watch JT Keeping Fish, because that's exactly what he's doing. And he started a lot younger than I did, so he'll probably do a good job at it. Rebecca remembers my Chana face. So that was one of the other things I've done. And the fish list. Because obviously I lost Gordon recently, I thought, oh, I could get another one in there. I couldn't believe how dirt cheap Emperor Tetras were. Emperor Tetras? Was that where I've gone wrong? Have I ordered an Emperor Tetra rather than an Emperor Snakehead? I've ordered a new Gordon, a baby one, so I thought that would be quite a good thing to grow on as well. And I'm going to order some Kilberry, I can never say that word. Some peacock bass as well. So that will be, I'll have everything I ever wanted in Mega Tank, except a stingray. I haven't got stingrays yet. And I don't know if I really want stingrays, and I don't know if I'm really just telling myself I don't really want stingrays because of how expensive they are. But that would be the only other kind of bucket list fish that I've thought about keeping that I haven't kept, and the Mega Tank would be the tank to facilitate that. But if I can get a couple of peacock bass in there, I'll be a happy boy. Remember to hit the like, says Nabo. Quite right. Coldwater Aquatics, hello, nice to see you. How are you? We pay our speakers. It was for me, says David. Hey, I'd be interested, but I feel like a bit of imposter syndrome kicking in. Why would anyone want to listen to me? But then again, there's 50 people here listening to me rant on about nonsense, so I don't know, maybe. Sorry, dog. Sorry, Scott, for setting your dog off. Mandy says, may I suggest loading some of your video transcripts and those of your favourite articles into ChatGPT and telling you to give you bullet points for a talk? Not a bad idea. I wish I'd thought of that. I'd use my own videos, obviously. I was interviewed this week. There's another thing that's happened. I was interviewed, very embarrassingly, have immediately forgotten the name of the publication that I was interviewed by. It was a website, bloggy thing that I'm going to appear in at some point in the next week or so. All about how to level up your fish room game and various things like that. So that'll be cool. That was an interesting experience. Mummy Adventures. Has Mummy Adventures appeared somewhere? Have I missed you, Mum? Sorry. My chat's not working. Silver Surfer says, I'm an expert with liquid rubber. Maybe that's what I could do my talk on. Don't listen to anyone. Liquid rubber's brilliant. Fly Renegade, look at Megatank. The plants look great. This isn't Megatank. This is just and it doesn't look great. It might look a bit cloudy. It's because it's a bit cloudy. I don't know what's going on. I did a water change. I tried to clean up some of the grimy bits on the plants, and it's just gone and exploded. Some kind of bacterial bloom or something. So I'm running a skimmer. You might be able to see there to try and clean that up a wee bit. Graham needs a co-host. Graham does need a co-host. We tried that before, didn't we? I think we should do that again. Not now, because I think if I do anything, it'll just explode. Juggler's in. Nice to see you. Hope you're feeling better. You sold guppies and such. Yeah, well, that's true. I did sell some of my breeding offspring and things like that, but I never dived in properly. Stingrays are on the list, says Scott. I know they are, but they're extremely expensive. I'm already thinking, what can I sell to help me pay for what I want to buy? It doesn't sound too bad, and then you get the total, and you total up all your fish, and then you're like, right, okay. Oh, then there's shipping. Oh, and then I have to pay for a box. Oh, and then there's customs fee. And then there's VAT and all of that. So you have to add 20% on everything. You're like, oh, God. So expensive. Is it PFK? It's not PFK. It's nowhere near as prestigious as that, no. Paul Jeffries, good evening. I hope your tank is on the mend. Tank is on the mend? Hand is on the mend. It is getting there. Motoro rays are cheap. Nah, they are not cheap. Scottish. I need proper cheap. Right, are we ready? We've got 20 people in the quiz. I'll give you one more minute and post the link one more time. I want to get as many people in as you can and give Tash a run for her money. So I think we had that up earlier. That's the standings at the moment, ready for the quiz. Anyone, in theory, can win this, because if we get enough people in here, it goes... the points go even bigger. What do points make? Pretend I've pressed the button. Prizes! And that 1,000 points can easily be overtaken. Quick reminder of the rules. There are 20 questions. Fastest answers equal most points. Questions 10 and 20 are wagering questions. That means if you have 500 points after question 9, you can bet all 500 on question 10, or 50, or none. But if you bet none, you don't win anything. Points are tallied for the calendar month, and this is the end of the month, so this is the one that counts. The questions are all multiple choice. Please use the same Tommy name, Tommy every Tommy week. The correct answer is what I say it is. So if you disagree, by all means, moan about it and watch me not care. Right. That means I think we're ready to go. Let me do a bit of live resizing. Oh, I think we're good actually. I have to stick my tongue out when I do live resizing. Aquarium Adventures 180. Let's start the countdown. You have to gamble. You have to gamble. Good luck, everyone. Spoiler alert, there are no questions about Maggie Smith. Sorry, Rebecca. Question 1. How many videos have I published in my 10 years on YouTube? Is it 487, 728, 1012, or 298? I'm expecting everyone. This will be a guess, rather than anyone to actually know this. I didn't actually know this. Oh, quite a wide range there. But the actual answer was 728. That does not include streams, I don't think. It's just videos. Still no stickers is in first place. Do you know what? I'm purposely never going to send you stickers now. Sorry about that. Email me. I will send you some stickers. I feel really bad about that now. Question 2. Crossochilius reticulatus is a fish, better known as... Crossochilius reticulatus is a fish better known as... Silver flying fox, Siamese algae eater, Alestes tetra, or black ghost knife fish. What is it? See, fish question. Boom! Oh, the most popular answer was Siamese algae eater, with silver flying fox and black ghost knife fish coming in second. It was, in fact, the silver flying fox. Now, the Siamese alligator is a Crossochilius something or other, but not a reticulatus. I'm buying some of them as well to deal with my black beard algae in this tank. SKP moves into first, followed by Bruce, knocking Still No Stickers down into third place. Question number 3. What unit of measurement measures tiny amounts of data in blocks of 4 bits? Is it a nipple, a triple, a squirt, or a nibble? What is 4 bits of data called? Oblongus is the Siamese algae eater, says Jack. Ah, right. I know there's loads of things that are called Siamese algae eaters that are actually different fish, but they're all called the same thing. Pardon me. 15 nibbles, only 2 nipples, 2 triples, and 9 squirts. It was, in fact, the nibble. Now you know. The nibble is equal to 4 bits, half of an 8-bit byte. It's a convenient unit since it fits exactly into 1 hexadecimal digit. There you go. Bruce up top now. Hopefully you can all see yourselves there. Question 4. Which of these beloved fantasy film franchises was filmed primarily in New Zealand? Harry Potter, Planet of the Apes, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Lord of the Rings? Surely most people will have got that one. Oh, most people did. It was, of course, The Lord of the Rings. So it's all about how quickly you got it there. So an 84 there for False Inspector, an 87 for Tash, he might be the fastest, as well as TVP 87, well done. Question 5. Which of these cartoon critters is Mickey Mouse's faithful canine companion, Pluto? Which one of these is Pluto? Oh, full house on that one. was indeed Pluto. It turns out the one that was Pluto. Lee moving into first place. Everyone else doing with Juggler down outside the top 20. Only Owls making it just inside the top 20. Only Oscars. Every time. Question 6. Oh, Laura Carriday in top 3. Rapper Post Malone found his professional stage name using an online rap name generator. True or false? I thought I'd shake things up a little bit by having a true or false question. So, Post Malone came up with his name using an online rap name generator. "19 of you thought that was true, but 8 of you are wrong because it is true. His birth name is Austin Post. I don't know how that helps, but it is true. Texas Tom creeping into the top 3. As we move into number 7. Which of these poker hands beats 4 of a kind? A full house, a straight flush, 2 pair, or a flush? What beats 4 of a kind? I quite like a game of poker. So we arrange like a fish farm game of poker for fun. Oh, so 1 wrong person thought it was flush. 9 wrong people thought it was full house because it is a straight flush. The only hand that will beat 4 of a kind is a straight flush, which is a run of numbers of the same suit. Rebecca has never played casual poker. What have you played, like smart poker? I don't know what you mean by that. Still like Rummy Cup. You and my gran, both big Rummy Cup fans. Mandy says Texas Hold'em was my favourite. Imagine. Rock Goblin says the one right person had no idea what they were choosing. Question 8. How much did Nike founder Phil Knight pay graphic design student Carolyn Davidson to design the iconic swoosh? Is it $35, $95, $750, or $1,500? How much did she get paid for designing the swoosh? Oh, most people going for 35 or 95. It was indeed 35. $35 for the most famous logo in the world, probably. So while that is true that she did get paid 35, she then got given a bunch of shares later in life. Some people have estimated to be worth a few million, so she's done alright out of it. Texas Tom up top, False Inspector second, and Zenny McGinger in third. Question 9. Which of these countries does not share a border with Egypt, with T-Egypt? Is it Chad, Libya, Israel, or Sudan? Which does not share a border with Egypt? I am not afraid to bring up Google Maps if we have any dissenters in the audience on this one. Quite the spread there. This was a bit of a leveler, this one, but it was Chad. Israel shares a border with Libya, Sudan and Israel, but not Chad. Gas mask, straight to the top, joint top with Texas Tom, who is only 1 point ahead of False Inspector. Wow. But it's like 100 points gets you down to like 15th place or something like that. So, you know, everyone's still in. Is that JT keeping fish in dead last? Did I see that there? Sorry, I just have to wait for it to roll round again. JT keeping fish. So now you can bet all your 23 points, Jack, to see if you can win some of them back. This is your gambling question, everyone. Remember, if you don't gamble anything, you don't win anything. You also don't lose anything, so it's up to you. Question 10. Somebody call a doctor is your hint. I'll be honest, it's not a great hint. Spasmodic diaphragm is the medical description of what involuntary reaction? Is it a burp, a sneeze, dizziness, or a hiccup? What is spasmodic diaphragm? Now, you say too easy, Mandy, but there have been votes for every single option there. But to be fair, most of them for the correct answer, which is hiccups. An American man named Charles Osborne claimed to have hiccups caused by an involuntary muscle spasm in the diaphragm for 68 years, beginning in 1922. That would be very annoying. Oh, so people going big to get all in. Over 1,000 points at the halfway stage, that's pretty good. Alright, you can get it back though, you can get it back. Question 11. What's the largest island in the United States? Is it Manhattan Island, Hawaii Island, Long Island, or Puerto Rico? Which is fun to say, Puerto Rico. It's not the right answer, maybe. It's just fun to say. Again, fairly even split, apart from Hawaii a bit more popular. Because it's Hawaii. At just over 4,000 square miles, Hawaii Island is the largest island in the United States. So now you know. Gas Musk, Texas Tom and Zenny making up the top three. As we move into question number 12. Where on Superman's costume would you find his iconic S logo? Shoulder, back, chest, or cape? Is Hawaii one island? No, they have the big island, and then they've got a bunch of islands, don't they? But should have been a choice. Everybody going for chest. I thought that was a nice easy one for everybody. So it's mostly about the speed. How quickly did you get it? An 89 there from Zenny. A 90 from Benjamin. Well done. Question 13. What was the first movie to gross $100 million at the box office on its opening weekend? Was it Spider-Man, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, or Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace? The first film to gross over $100 million on its opening weekend. Oh, you all thought it was Star Wars. But quite an even split there. Correct answer, Spider-Man. Texas Tom gets that one to take the lead outright. Benjamin gets it right as well, as do Still No Stickers, Rock Goblin, Blazed, and that's it. Question 14. Which of these metals would float in water? Mercury, potassium, aluminium, or for my American friends, aluminum, or magnesium? What do we think? Oh, most people going for mercury. The correct answer is potassium. Who are these people that voted for aluminium? Stevie P making an appearance in the top 3. Question number 15. In which phylum of the animal kingdom would you find fish? Is it phylum or phylum? Whenever I say film, I think of film. I'm going to watch a film. My brain doesn't want to let me say it like that, so I always go phylum, but that sounds stupid as well. I don't know. Anyway, which one is it? A, B, C, or D? Chordata Anthropocatica tardigrada. I sound like I'm like a Greek waiter reading out a menu. Tardigrada, Anthropoda, or for pudding, what would you like? So, Arthropoda got 1. Tardigrada got 2. Entroprocta got 7. It was indeed Chordata. Phi as in phi and fine. Oh, so find. Phylum. Phylum. So it's neither of the two that I went for. Phylum. Find. Phi. Fine. Phi. Phylum. Yeah. Lum as in Joanna Lumley. Phylum. Not phylum or phylum. Phylum. I will try to remember that. Question 16. What European capital is calling according to the cover of this influential punk rock album? By The Clash. Something calling. Is it Dublin calling? Hello, this is Dublin calling. Paris calling. Berlin calling. Or London calling. That was a clue. It was, of course, London calling. Like a faraway place. Well done, Stevie P and Texas Tom. I wasn't sure whether or not The Clash had made it to America. It was one of those things. I was like, oh, were they big in America or were they just big here? Right, question 17. Surely you know the name of the film pictured here. I do know it, and don't call me Shirley. That's your guess. Is it Airport, 0 Hour, Airplane, or Snakes in a Plane? Sorry, this was my Auntie Rebecca question because it involves a film made before the year 2000, so she's got no chance unless she gets lucky. It was, in fact, a classic film, Airplane. Sorry to everyone who clicked airport because they just read the first 3 letters of the word. That was a bit mean of me. But that was one of my favourite films as a young chap. Stevie P takes the lead over Texas Tom, who's 100 points, not even 100 points ahead of Zenny McGinger. They make up your top 3. So, let's have a little reminder of the scores as they currently stand. So we had Tash, 300 points ahead of False Inspector, kind of 500 ahead of Juggler, 100 ahead of Botty McBotty, bit of a jump down to Stevie P. Zenny's at so all the top 3 are in the top 10, so you never know. Airport was the film it was spoofed from. Yeah, wasn't that like a disaster film, Airport? And this was like the, yeah. Right, question 18. What is the official state nickname of Rhode Island? Is it the littlest state, the first state, the ocean state, or the salty state? Oh, a bit of a even spread again. Little state and the salty state taking the most answers, but the actual answer was the ocean state. Although it's colloquially sometimes referred to Little Rhodey, Rhode Island's official state nickname is the Ocean State.
Astounding.
So it's getting tight at the top.
Oh my god.
Texas Tom, a mere 20 so points ahead of Stevie P. As we move into the penultimate question. Are we ready, folks? Question 19. What emoji is primarily used to indicate someone or something is the greatest of all time? Is it emoji A, emoji B, emoji C, emoji D? Those of you playing along on the podcast's rerun of this, A looks to be a monkey, B looks to be a goat, C looks to be a clown, and D looks to be a wolf. As Rock Goblin says, that is the least goat-looking emoji I think I've ever seen. Well, even though it was at least goat-looking emoji, it was a goat indeed. So the 22%, 22 people are correct. It was indeed the goat. Goat, G-O-A-T, greatest of all time. So most of you getting that one, so no real changes there. As we move into the final question, you've got to weigh it up. If you bet everything and everyone above you gets it wrong, could you jump up a little bit? So where are our top three? We've got Tash sitting in 6th. That could be good enough. Oh, I don't know. Ready for our gambling? Question 20. You might have read about this. Question 20. Featuring characters like Piglet and Roo, which of these classic children's novels is partially set in the 100-Acre Wood? Is it The Wizard of Oz, The Wind in the Willows, Winnie the Pooh, or the BFG? Which classic children's novel is partially set in the 100-Acre Wood? Almost everyone going for Winnie the Pooh. So now it just becomes a case of, did you bet enough? Did you get it right? Gosh, this is
exciting
and
insane.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. The winners are Botty McBotty in 3rd place with 2,838. Then we have Stevie P in 2nd place on 2,970. And our big winner for the evening, Texas Tom.
Unreal.
Well done, Texas Tom. So while you all have a look at that, I will quickly export the player rankings and open them up. I'll move that out of the way, and move that out of the way. No one likes to see live spreadsheeting, do they? Copy that. Right, here we go, some live spreadsheeting. We're in week 4. Paste the results in there. And let's see what's that done to September. Very little. Tash is still the winner. She's finished top
Astounding.
with 10,337 points. Botty McBotty in second with 9,982. Juggler makes third place. Stevie P in fourth. False Inspector in fifth. Zenny sixth. Tommy with that win taking him into the seventh. Laurie Carey Day has made it into eighth with that. Brian drops down to ninth. And Shadow rounds out the top 10. You lucky, lucky people. Well done. So, Tash. Do you still want that pink towel? Shall I just send two? Get in touch. Let me know what you want. You can have a towel. You can have some fish food. Or anything else. Anything else. You can, if you see things lying around in the background, just have one of them. But one more time, congratulations to Tash for winning the quiz. Benjamin is proud to have been in the top 10. Well, he should be. It's a hard quiz. Some say the best quiz on FishTube. Stevie P says, now for the ever so humbling Eliminator, if it's gracious enough to let me play. Has it not been letting you play? I wonder if I can quickly... Anything I ever say that says I wonder if I can quickly is usually answered with a no, you can't. But if I do this and then do that, if I export all the questions and then re-import them into a new one, this is dangerous. New experience, Survivor trivia, skip setup, import questions. Oh dear. That seems to have worked. What do I normally give you? Is it 10 seconds or 15 seconds for the questions? I think I want to make it 15 seconds, don't I? Gives just enough time. Oh, 10 seconds. Okay. I'll change it back. It needs to be a time that makes it ungoogleable. Googleable. 10 seconds it is. And he says if I win it's definitely the best, otherwise it's just okay. $10 for Eliminator so no one can look up. Yes, that's quite right. No, Scott, it's not a minute. We got time for a quick admin break. We have 48 people watching but only 33 people liking. So if you're not going to buy stuff, you can at least give me a free like. Doesn't cost you anything. Just click that button, give it a wee like, that'd be nice. Share it in all the sharing places and tell them we're about to start the Eliminator if they want to come and have a look at that. But shameless shilling, please go and visit aquariumadventures.co.uk. Consider purchasing some food or some plants if you're in the UK, and that will hopefully help me afford my goal to buy lots of fancy fish next week. And if you use the code SEPT15 off, SEPT15OFF, that will get you 15%. If you'd clicked it the other day, it would have got you £15 off, but now I've fixed it, it only gets you 15% off any food orders. That would be lovely, and then I won't go into financial ruin Failing that, does anybody want to buy like a laptop or something? Just looking around for things I can sell. I've got 2 cameras. Anybody want a camera? Going cheap. Thank you, Mandy, for sharing all my links so you can check out all the stores and all that kind of stuff. Right, now I've made a new quiz, I need to figure out how to get the link for it. Copy that there, move that there, put that there. There is the link for the Eliminator. The Eliminator is a slightly different quiz. It's only 10 questions. They increase in difficulty. They start easy and they get slightly harder each time. If you get one of them wrong, you're out. The questions are a mix of multiple choice, drag and drop, and free text. They're not. Everyone moaned when I did that, so now they're all multiple choice again. Similarly to the main quiz, the correct answer is what I say it is. So if it turns out I'm wrong, sorry, but tough. The questions are on a timer, answer before it runs out. So many people fall foul of the timer. If you're not sure, if you don't immediately get it, just guess. There is no time to Google the answer. And you have to get 10 correct, and you will immediately, within 1 to 2 working months, be sent a prize. Worldwide. We've gone up to 38 likes, which is better. Still not quite getting there. It's 42 of you. Come on, people. You can do that last final bit. Right, let's get this lined up. Quiztastic. While you're doing this, Survivor Trivia 4. I've obviously forgot to use my logos and stuff. Think of any questions you might want to ask. After this finishes, we'll have a few minutes before the stream ends at around 11 o'clock, and we head over to watch the Coldwater Aquatic stream, or anyone else that might be streaming this evening. But if you've got any questions you want to ask about my 10-year journey in YouTube so far, or anything at all, like see all these eggs? No, you can't see because I'm on this page. The Corys have gone mad. You still can't see because I'm on that page. You still can't see because it's rubbish focusing. The Corys have been laying eggs live on stream. It's not letting Liv chat, but she's asking for a little pack of food to go with her pink towel. Yeah, okay. Phil did confirm that he can do pink towels, so we'll get the pink towel sorted and some food on the way. Uh-oh. Lost chat again. I told her you couldn't / wouldn't send her a puppy. He's quite correct. I can't and won't. We've had puppy chat in our house this week. I've got 2 dogs, 2 little Shih Tzus, and they're not Shih Tzus, they're good Tzus. 2 little Shih Tzus, and they're getting on a bit. They're both 12, 13, and I don't think the lifespan for Shih Tzus is that old. I can't remember how to spell Shih Tzu. There you go. $10 to 16 years for a Shih Tzu, so they're getting there. So the kids are being very pragmatic about it. They're like, well, one of them will probably die ahead of the other one, and we don't want one to be lonely, so we have to get another one, so as it can keep the surviving one company. So I keep finding like Shih Tzu rescues in my search history and stuff, and I'm like, who's looking this up? So I think they do want another Shih Tzu. We've got 2. One's a boy, one's a girl, and the little girl Mia, the last couple of weeks has been coming down to the fish room with me every day. So this is my office where I work, for a proper job. The Shih Tzu, Mia, the girl, she She barks at the door until I let her in. She comes in and sits. I've been trying to get her to go on the seat because I've got a nice comfy couch over there, and then she can sit and watch the fish to her heart's content. But she just comes in and looks at all the fish tanks, and she's like, "Oh yeah, everything's, yeah, I'm happy with all this. You're doing okay." Then she just plonks herself on the floor and passes out. I've realised it's obviously because it's nice and warm in here and it's freezing everywhere else. But I think that's clever, where she's like climbs up on things to have a look in mega tanks. She's like, "Oh, they're bigger than I am. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this." So it's quite funny. The old dogs do not want a puppy. They kind of, well, I don't know, obviously, but my mum's just got a puppy, and one of them was very unsure about that when we went to visit recently. The other one was fine with it, but when they meet younger dogs and stuff, there's always that bit of, but as long as it leaves them alone, they're fine with it after a while, and they quite like young dogs. So who knows? We might see. She's bending my lug about a pup since one of the boys went out to stud and we get pick of the litter. Well, I mean, if you get pick of the litter, kind of have to, don't you? I'm where you live, yeah. Get it done. Right. Eliminator time. I've also been dying of man flu all week. I thought I'd got away with it, but it's coming back now. My Lemsip's obviously wearing off. We've got 20 of you in for the Eliminator so far. Are we ready to play? Shall we start the countdown? I think we shall. Question 1. Which planet in the solar system is known for its prominent rings? Is it Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, or Saturn? It was, and always will be, Saturn. Who did we lose there? Oh dear, Brian and Gas Musk. Surely you know. Saturn's the one with the rings. I almost forgot you said start easy and tried to figure out how we were tricking you. I don't always try and trick you. Question 2. Oh dear, my voice is doing very strange things. Question 2. Here it comes. What is this baby primate whose name means man of the forest in the Malay language? Is it a bonobo, an orangutan, a chimpanzee, or a gorilla? These are fast. Are you sure it's always been 10 seconds? I think it might need to be 15 seconds. Most people are going for an orangutan because it's an orangutan. It's a fast 10 seconds. It is a fast 10 seconds. Read fast. So we've got Tash, Limbo, Laurie Carey Day, Not Christine, False Inspector SGH, Christine, Rock Goblin, Only Owls, Botty McBotty, Elaine, Juggler, Mona Lee, and Bruce. I know I said Only Owls again. Only Oscars. Sorry, June. Question 3 coming up. Here we go. Question number 3. What European country touts the soft drink Iron Brew as its other national beverage? Ireland, Germany, England, or Scotland? Of what country is Iron Brew the other national beverage? I wonder if I can change that time. I'm going to change it to 15 seconds because it seems very fast. 14 people went for Scotland. Of course, it's Scotland. Iron Brew, made in Scotland, from Girders. Iron Brew has been the top-selling soft drink in Scotland for more than a century. And forevermore. So we've still got Tash, Timbo, Laurie Carey Day, Not Christine, False Inspector, Bruce Mona Lee Juggler, and some other people. Pardon me. We have 12 survivors. Are we ready for question 4? Here comes question 4. If A is Alpha and B is Bravo, what is N? Is it not, November, never, or nonsense? If A is Alpha, B is Bravo, what is N? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India. I've forgotten what J is now. Juliet, obviously. Kilo, Lima, Mike. November. Everybody got that one. Well done, everybody. Rock Goblin says, I didn't sign up for algebra. It's not algebra. It's the phonetic alphabet. As Freshwater Ecology says, my partner does the phonetic alphabet, so I know some of it. I don't. So A, animal, B, banana. Yep. I had a job where we used to have to give out passwords to people so they'd phone up, want access to the system. We'd create them an account and create their password. And the proper parlance would be like, your password now is 7 Kilo November Golf 8 Romeo Juliet 5. And then there was just one woman I worked with that was like, yep, your password is flower potato 8 jump leads Romeo. You're like, what? You're mixing them all up now. That always made me laugh. Anyway, we move on. Question number 5. What is the name of the central computer hub that allows peripheral components to communicate with each other? Is it mother chain, motherboard, mothership, or mother slot? Everybody going for motherboard. Yep. You've all passed your CompTIA Plus IT certification. Because it is indeed motherboard. Well done, everyone. So that's question 5. Those of you still in it, this is where it starts to get a bit hard. Tash, Timbo, Laurie Kennedy, Not Christine, False Inspector, SGH, Christine, Rock Goblin, Buddy McBuddy, Juggler, Mona Lee, and Bruce. Here comes question number 6. On this map of Asia, what is the name of the desert highlighted in dark pink? Is it the Sahara, the Gobi, the Arabian, or the Karakum? What desert is that? Oh, we've got 1 Sahara, that famous African desert, 13 Gobis, no Arabians, and no Karakums. So the only Asian deserts in this list are the Karakum and the Gobi. And the answer is the Gobi. Located between China and Mongolia, the Gobi Desert is the 6th largest desert in the world. So we've still got Tash, Timbo, Laura Kennedy, Lock Christine, False Inspector, SGH, Christine, Rock Goblin, Botty McBotty, Juggler, Mona Lee, and Bruce. Where is Karakum? It is. I'd looked this up earlier, actually. Turkmenistan. That's right. It's there, look. It's in the middle of a desert. That's got to be the worst. So it's in Turkmenistan. Right. Question number 7. Sorry for sniffing, everybody. The cold's coming back. If you were to write out all the numbers from 1 to 100, how many times would you write the number 8? I feel like I've had this question before now that I read this out loud. How many times would you write number 8? 19, 10, 11 or 20? Oh, we're losing some people. We've got quite the split here. So let's think about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 28, 38, 48, 58, 68, 78, 88, 98, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, done 88, 89. 20. Hang on, is that right? 8, 18, 28, 78, 98, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 8s and 88s. Yes, you're quite right, Juggler. That's where I went wrong. So it is 20. So, who have we still got left? We've still got Tash, Botty McBotty, and Juggler. The Laytons are representing. Here we go with question number 8. What letter comes next in this sequence? C, A, D, B, E, C, F. What letter comes next? Oh, someone's surviving. So let's think about it. C, A, D, B. So C, D, A, B, C, D, E. So it's every other one you add a letter. So C becomes D, becomes E, becomes F, A becomes B, becomes C, becomes D. So one person is still in, whoever got D. Oh, 4 people are still in. Why are 4 people still in? I don't know what's happening now. I bet you it's letting everybody answer again. It's because I've started this. Oh God, you idiot. Right, face up. Who got that one right? We both got that wrong. So it says Juggler. So Tash and Juggler were wrong. Was it Botty McBotty that was still in it? Rock Goblin, actually. So Botty McBotty's the only one that's still in it. So this is my fault. It's because I started it again without changing all the rules. So there's a rule where you can let people who are eliminated continue to play. I should have turned that off. So I think Botty McBotty is the only one who's been in the whole time. Let me just double check that. Oh no. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go on and we'll figure it out later. Question 9. If you're out on our system, don't answer. Answer in the comments rather than on the thing. What small West African country highlighted in red here? Is it Sudan, Kenya, Gabon, or Egypt? Egypt. 6 people went for Gabon. Okay. So, there definitely wasn't 6 people left in. If you're out, from now on, or if you're out, don't answer. The correct answer was Gabon, though, so well done, all of you. Yeah, and only 4 people get shown up there. I don't know what's this fucking stupid thing. This is now your moment of clarity. Does anyone think they're still in? We're going on the honour system. You have to type in chat now if you think you're still in. You can answer it, but I just want to know if anyone has got 9 questions right. Or have we uneliminated the Eliminator? I'm going to give you a few more seconds to answer. If you think you are still in the Eliminator, speak now or forever hold your peace. Because just for a change, it's broken. You know, the bloody thing cost me hundreds of pounds. I might go back to the free stuff. Right, question 10, just for fun, because I think everybody's out. Which of these is not the name of a knitting stitch? Cotton, waffle, seed, or rib? It is indeed A. The winning survivors. I was going to come and say there's about 8 winners now. Well done, Botty McBotty. Yeah, something's broken on this because it says 3 people answered that correctly. The answer was cotton, yes. Linen is the stitch. Waffle is a stitch. Rib, seed are all proper knitting terms, but cotton is not a knitting stitch. So yeah, 10 years I've been doing this. You'd think at some point I would have gained some kind of, I don't know, it'd become second nature and natural to me. Also it said 9 correct, did it? Oh yeah, winning survivors answered 8 questions correctly. I don't know. You could have added chain just to hear my wife complain in the background. Smooth, says Phil. So Phil, I'm in need of a pink towel for Tash has won the quiz. So I need a pink towel. Since you're here, I don't have to email you about it. I probably owe you some money or some fish food or something as well. So let me know what we need. But we need if you send me a pink towel and I'll get it over to Tash with her other prize. It could have been worse. My dad could have won. He's been on a negative roll, hasn't he? He's not won for ages. Right, it is 22:50 here in Sheffield. So you've got a few minutes. I think Cold Water Aquatics is probably going to be streaming now. I'll do one more appeal to say there's some good deals on my fish food at the moment. If you need some fish food and you're interested in buying some fish food, now is the time. Use code SEPT15OFF. If you're not clear on the code, jump onto Discord. It's going to be live all weekend until the end of September. Get 50% off all the food at Aquarium Adventures. If you fancy any plants, we're quite well stocked for plants at the moment. So, yeah, support a small and struggling streamer that wants to buy cool fish. Oh, I think that's quite enough shilling. There's also other ways to support. There's a join button down there. If you want to join, you get extra pictures and some behind the scenes stuff. Come along to Discord, see us there. But if you join as a member, you also get access to extra emojis and various other things. I'm trying to do more for the members, so if you get in early, it might be worth it. There you go. Code is SEP15OFF, SEP15OFF. If you want to get some food, there's not a better time than now. Super chats, yes, Scott, thank you. There is super chats if you want to do super chats. Who's the charity this year? Do you know what? We should probably get onto that because it's going to be October soon and we haven't done the calendars. I don't know. Maybe that will be the focus of next week's live stream. We'll talk about what charities we might do. Rock Goblin says it's useful shilling. As a new viewer, I didn't know you had your own food range and I'm potentially in the market. Well, there you go. Anyone that orders this weekend, 15% off using SEP15OFF, and you never know, I might throw in some extra stickers or freebies and things like that. Just because I'm that kind of nice guy. But yes, it really does help. Fish ain't cheap, and I do want to get lots of cool fish, as well as me trying to kind of satisfy my own wants and needs. It'll make for good content, so hopefully you'll get something out of it as well. I'm not one of these channels that asks for money a lot, and that's certainly not what I'm doing. So it's more about supporting if it works for you as well. So if you want some fish food, I send some really good stuff. My favourite fish food ever, if you want my recommendation, I can't find any of it right now, is the soft Artemia. I've seen all my fish love the soft Artemia, from the tiny ones to the massive ones. It's really good food, really quality stuff. If you want to try that out, go for that. Got plenty of it in stock, but there's all kinds of things. There's flake food, there's mini pellets, there's big pellets, there's stick-on tablets, there's all kinds of stuff. Have a check. What's the shelf life on your package stuff? It's all different, so different things have different shelf lives. I think everything's got at least a year to run if you were to buy it now. So most things kind of sit around, I go through stock kind of a year to 18 months to 2 years is the shelf life when I get it. So I think everything I've got at the moment's got at least a year to run on it, so it should last a while. Oh, what have I done with the bloody chat again? The key rings are really nice. I don't have any key rings, so sorry. If I find find a hitherto unsuspected box of keyrings somewhere, I may well include a keyring in your order. The pens I used to get, if you're still watching Phil, more of those pens, they were fantastic. Everybody loved the pens. But yeah, that's enough shilling. It is very much appreciated, any support that you do get. Happened to... what's the word I'm looking for here? Very grateful for the support. Get lots of good feedback as well for most of my foods and plants. It's been really good. I've only had one dodgy plant delivery that didn't go well, so most of them are doing pretty well. So yeah, should be good. I'm not just shilling for free stuff. I want you to have a good experience as well. That's what I was trying to say. There's something good that you're getting here. Coldwater's aquatic stream. I think I saw Scott put the yeah, you did earlier on there. Yeah, Phil, are we looking at the calendar? We are looking at the calendar again, but haven't chosen the charity yet. So let's all put our thinking caps on. We'll do it in guest. I'll mention it in Discord as well. Think of any more charities. So last year we did a joint Fishy charity, and I've only done it for 3-4 years now. The last 3 years it's been sponsored by Phil at Elite Logos for You, and he has kindly provided calendars that we sold off, and all the profits go to whatever charity. So last year we did the cold water, no we didn't, we did the Freshwater Life Project, and Dr. Awesome. The really hard to say one that I've immediately forgotten. The thingy about the Amazon thingy-majiggery. Sorry, if he watches this now, he'll be like that. I've always hated that guy. The year before that, we did. I think it was an autism charity. The year before that, we did Project Piaba. The year before that, we did the Martin House Hospice, I think it was. So we kind of probably got all that wrong. But I think we're due to do a non-fishy one this year, but we might stick with the fishy ones. I don't know. Amazon Research Centre for Ornamental Fishes. That's the one. Thank you, Rebecca. That's it. So I don't know. We'll probably have a think of that on Discord. We'll talk about it next week. We'll nominate some charities. We'll need to get some pictures because I haven't taken a lot of pictures. So again, we'll probably need to get submissions for good pictures, and I want high quality, high resolution pictures. So if you're into that, send your pictures across. I'll probably work on this a bit through the week, over the weekend, and through the week next week to set something up for a way for you to submit your pictures. But let's decide on some charities. Here's an out there question, says Rock Goblin. Your oak and algae wafers, do you think they'd be good for terrestrial isopods? They're detritivores. I don't see why not. Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this. I have mixed opinions about the oak and algae wafers because it has come to my attention over the years that oak and wood and things like that have been put into foods because there was this myth peddled that certain fish needed wood in their diets, which just isn't true anymore. But it's a really good seller for me, so I'm like, So I don't have all the information. I've been kind of working on the assumption that, okay, if it doesn't need it, is it hurting? I don't think it's hurting, but it's just not required. So just between me and you, if you want the algae wafers, just get the mixed algae wafers. I don't think the oak and algae wafers are offering anything other than they're a bit bigger and a bit faster sinking. So if you need that from them, that might be the thing. Whether or not it works for things like isopods, probably, but I've never tested it, so I don't know. Lisa says I might try a fishy drawing if that would be epic. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that would be good. Could we get people to submit drawings of fish? like a calendar of actual artwork. That would be cool. If anyone is artistically minded, if we can get enough people to do enough, that would be brilliant. If we could get some actual, I know photography is an art as well, but actual drawings would be pretty good. Is it worth doing one for those with disabilities to interact with the animals? I'm pretty sure there are some, but the only ones I can think of is horse riding for the disabled. I would like to do something like that because I have personally felt the impact of, like, I bang on about the mental health aspect of fish keeping and the physical health, and I have felt that benefit myself of getting really stressed out at work or having illnesses and various other things, and just doing this, it literally brings your blood pressure down. Spending some time with your friend. I mean, there are occasions where everything's going wrong and it doesn't, but I think there are tangible, actual benefits to both mental and physical health of this hobby. So if we can find some charities that build on that, even if it's just, I don't know, raising some money to go to some kind of institution, an old folks home, a children's home, whatever it is, and take them a fish tank and set them up with a fish tank, or a charity that works with these people that do something in the animal. Yeah, I'm open to that, definitely. I always recommend Shelter as a charity. They do great work. I used to work with a lot. St Mungo's is a homeless charity, mainly in London, but they did do some stuff in other places. So that is quite close to my heart, homeless charities. The first one was the autism charity. Ah, right, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember what the order was. The shrimp like the Okanagan. Yeah, I mean, I think most people's fish, or the feedback that I get about my Okanagan wafers is that the fish love them. And mine do, and I feed it as well to my fish. They do love it. It's just, I feel a little bit guilty because there was a little bit of a... I still think it's a good food because the fish eat it readily, and that's half the battle. Getting your fish to eat something is half the battle, and if they eat it, great. If it was harmful, then I'd feel really bad about it. But I think it's more the fact that there's still so many articles and stuff out there saying, well, if you have this type of fish, then they need wood in their diet to get a full range of balanced diet. And they don't really, but people buy this probably thinking that, oh, well, it's got wood in it, so I'll buy it. And I'm a bit like, I don't know. I know what I mean, but I don't think I'm coming across properly with that. I'm sure it is giving something to the fish that eat it, but if you're buying it because it's got oak in it, don't. If you're buying it and it happens to have oak in it, that's fine. I should probably make a video of... No, I shouldn't, because that would be terrible. Don't buy this food that I sell because it's rubbish. That's not what I'm saying. It's a good food, but it's not good because it's got oak in it. It's just good because it's easily accessible and digestible. Probably. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Shrimp might eat oak, but fishies don't. Well, okay, if the shrimp might do, I suppose that could be it. Rebecca can draw skulls, and well, hey, that's still drawings and art. That'd be cool. So, if anyone fancies getting the old HB pencils out and giving something a crack, love to have you contribute to the calendar. That'd be great. Brings your blood pressure down. Mega tanks brings yeah. So there are occasions where it does not bring your blood pressure down. That's definitely true. oak as a filler, even if it's not adding nutrition, it's still got to be better than crude ash as a bulking agent. Now, that's very much where I was coming from, but I watched one of Rebecca's freshwater ichthyology's live streams, and I think I even said that on your stream, going, well, even if it's just there as a filler, it's got to be better than ash, and I don't think that's the case anymore either. But I will refer you to Rebecca's video. It's probably still up. I think it was a live stream where you were talking about wood in the diet. Oh, you got a video about it. Definitely in the case of catfish or L numbers and things like that, it's not required, and I think it's kind of definitive now. It's not. It used to be well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it's kind of decided now. It isn't. You just don't need it. I'm still on the side of the fish saying it's probably not hurting. So there's that. Juggler says, I thought my pond had sprung a leak, but it's the bog filter. It's gone off kilter and the water's overflowing out the back rather than out the front. Oh, mine did that as well. It got clogged up and started going over the side rather than going down to the bottom. I woke up one day and the pond's like 1.5 feet shallower than normal. So like, oh my god, what's happening? Right, I've ran out of time. I've crashed over the 11 o'clock. So sorry to everyone that was wanting to watch the... Oh dear. Everyone that was wanting to watch the Cold Water Aquatic stream, go and do that. Had enough of me rambling. Thank you very much for joining me for my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. Actually, it was last week, but you know, I forgot about it last week. So I'll do it this week. If you do want some stuff, as I say, go and check out Discord for the links. Go and buy some stuff. And if nothing else, go and watch some videos. And have a fantastic weekend, everyone. Same time next week. What do you think? See you later. Bye. Oh dear.